My roommate borrowed my clothes for a job interview, then ghosted me and moved out. I tracked her down at her new workplace, wearing my blazer for her Chwejin photo. I moved to New York City last year and found a roommate Vanessa through a mutual friend. We weren't close, but we got along fine for about 6 months. She was between jobs, struggling to find something in marketing, while I was working at a law firm as a paralegal. One morning in March, Vanessa asked if she could borrow some of my work clothes for an important job interview. She said she couldn't afford new clothes and wanted to make a good impression. I felt bad for her, so I let her borrow my expensive Navy Fury blazer, cost me $575, a silk blouse, and a pair of black pants, all purchased with my first real paycheck. She never came home that night or the next. By the third day, I realized most of her belongings were gone. She'd moved out while I was at work, taking my clothes with her. She blocked my number, blocked me on all social media, and didn't respond to any emails. The worst part, she still owed me $840 for her half of the rent and utilities that month. I was furious. Not just about the money, but about the betrayal. I'd helped her when she needed it, and she stole from me. I couldn't afford to replace those clothes easily. Minus they were investment pieces for my career for weeks. I sent emails from different addresses trying to reach her. Nothing. Our mutual friend claimed she didn't know where Vanessa had gone. I eventually had to dip into my savings to cover the rent and replace my work clothes. Then last week, I was scroll through Fighteen when a familiar face appeared in the People You May Know section. There was Vanessa, with a new job at a prestigious marketing agency. In her profile picture, she was wearing my blazer, the same one she had borrowed for the interview. I immediately clicked on her profile. She had started at this new company right after disappearing, meaning she had used my clothes to get the job and then ghosted me. Going through her profile, I saw she'd even tagged the company in several posts. Proudly showing off her new position, I did what any reasonable person would do. Minus I gathered all my evidence, texts where she asked to borrow the clothes, bank transfers showing she hadn't paid rent, photos of me wearing those exact clothes before she took them. I wrote a professional email explaining that their new employee had stolen my clothing and disappeared, owing me nearly $1,000. I didn't ask them to fire her. Minus I just wanted my blazer back and the money she owed me. 2 days later, I received an email from Vanessa begging me to stop trying to ruin her life. She claimed she had meant to return everything but got overwhelmed with the move. She offered to pay me back in installments. I declined the installment plan and told her I wanted everything within a week, minus my clothes returned, dry cleaned, and the full amount she owed me for rent and utilities. At the size, I would file a police report for theft. Yesterday, a package arrived containing my cleaned clothes and a check for the full amount, out with a handwritten note saying I was vindictive and petty for tracking her down. Maybe I am petty, but I am petty in a Navy Fury blazer that belongs to me.